Have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
You
cook until wow, how die.
But this one not cook, bro. This one is raw. Raw. You know girlfriend before this is raw.
It's raw.
Shit.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Yapper Show. I'm your host, Billy.
And I'm Jing, and today we have a very special guest, Jie Hao.
Hi, my name is Jie Hao. I also make content online as this funk. I'm currently pursuing acting as well, but in a few months, I don't know what I'll be doing.
Acting 一副真正的。
Husband, gonna say, plastic bed, gonna say, half day leave, gonna say.
Hey, that one is end of the chapter already.
这么快就 close 了啊
Damn, she miss you, bro.
Hey.
Okay, and with that, we'll be yapping about going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I don't think we are at the age for midlife crisis yet, right?
Really?
Okay, guys, so what is your definition of midlife crisis?
Okay, first of all, how old are we, guys? How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. We are all 25, I guess.
Oh, okay.
So are we going through a quarter life crisis?
Oh yeah, right. I think it really just comes like when like there's a transition in life stages like, you know, from studying to working and all that. But from a personal experience, I think there is a pressure to kind of like, oh, you're an adult now, you should know. But then you realize, actually, I don't know anything. Then then that's when the crisis really hits. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yeah. I think it's a crisis where you are trying to find your identity. You start to get very anxious. You're like, wow, is this the life that I want? That kind. It's not just the 40 years olds can feel that. I think maybe our age people also can feel that.
Okay, so by Google's definition, right, a midlife crisis is a transition of identity and self-confidence that can occur in middle-aged individuals. And usually it comes with feelings of anxiety and disappointment, like you all said. According to Google, it's more of middle-aged individuals compared to people of our age, which are still considered young, right? So what do you all think? Only older people can feel it, or our age can start to feel it already?
I feel like our age is more of like they say it's quarter life crisis but I feel like you haven't reached the point where you are settled in your life. I feel like midlife crisis is because like you know like you cannot escape that life you have really. You got kids, you got family, you already have this job, you cannot leave this career because if you leave this career, what is your family gonna do? How they gonna eat, that kind. The quarter life crisis is like we are trying to just find what we want to do. We still have the freedom to, you know, maybe quit our career, change our path. Yeah, but midlife crisis is they're stuck. They know they're stuck, so they're damn scared. Like, is this what my life can come to? I'm gonna be 40, in 10 years I'm gonna be 50 and they're gonna pass away already. That kind of feeling.
I think from what you say is also maybe those in their middle age, right? Like maybe in the past it's like they got used to that pace of life and then they start to think, oh, where's the meaning in there? Is this all there is to life? But I think maybe for the younger generation, we don't have to reach that stage to question whether this is the purpose and meaning I want in life. Even at this point, I want to search for that meaning and purpose. And then I think another thing might also be that previously that transition from like student to employment was a bit more seamless. Maybe it was even filled with excitement, like, oh, this is my first step as an adult. But nowadays it's like, cannot even find job, like, wow, full on crisis mode from the start. So
It's not just quarter life, this one pure financial crisis. So do you feel like you are going through a quarter life crisis or midlife crisis at this stage of life?
I think for me, like, I was in that state for like the first half a year of this year, because I was really trying to find a job and I really could not find a job.
What job are you trying to find?
Like media comms industry, I was like really kind of open to like everything. I was really applying to everywhere and I was, you know, hitting my wits end already lah. Then there was a period of time when I was doing like 真 videos, right? I don't know if you all seen that. Then it blew up a bit. Then it led to a bit more work opportunities. Then at the same time, I had this opportunity to work on a drama for like 2 to 3 months. At the same point also, I felt that I was like really close to a job offer. And then like, I was really at a crisis of, wow,
Which one should you choose?
yeah, like I worked so hard for 6 months to find a job. Then suddenly the offer coming already. Then out of nowhere, got this opportunity to, in a way, like it's my passion lah. And like I thought really hard. Then at the end, I decided to pursue the acting thing. So currently, I wasn't really in the crisis mode right now because I have this to fall back on. But at the end of the day, it's still just like a 2-3 month thing. And so I'm a bit coming out of that 2-3 month deadline already lah. So now I feel like a bit falling back.
Falling back into crisis. Oh shit.
I have to prepare my resume and start the search again. Yeah. I think, maybe the crisis mode is also thinking about whether you are looking at just the next step or whether it has like 10-50 steps down the road, like how far your horizon is. The further you look, I guess the more anxious and panicky you get.
What about you, Billy? Have you felt the quarter life crisis yet?
I wouldn't say exactly, but I think this social media also brings a lot of fear into our age group. You know, like you are at this age, then you see people starting to get married, start to have kids. It instills a sense of fear. Like, oh my god, why am I not like them? Then it starts to be a bit of crisis. But I try not to, I try to block it out, you know. I try not to be too influenced by others' perception of life. So I feel like, no, I'm not in a crisis yet.
Your crisis is less of a job stability, but more of like your pace in life lah.
Yeah, whether I should faster get married or that kind of thing. They got house, they got car, they got kids, that kind of thing.
Because yeah, like the whole thing about like social media and all that, right? When you're facing the crisis itself, it can feel like, wow, I really don't know. Really don't know what direction like to go. But then you see other people, even though they are not there yet, they seem like they know the path to take. They know where to go.
And that kept me thinking, what if people think that I know what path I want to take?
Right.
Yeah. What if people are thinking, hey, this Billy, wow, he know what he wants, yeah. Wow, I wish I could be like him. But and not actually behind the scene, I down there panicking also. I also like, what do I do?
So do y'all feel that social media adds on more pressure to the midlife crisis?
Oh, definitely, man. Can you imagine that the 40 years old, 50 years old, they went through midlife crisis, right? Without social media. Can you imagine add on social media, they start to like...
The way people portray themselves on social media, right, it makes you feel like all these goals are very unattainable, you know, at your age.
Well, I think especially so is like if your social media is like your friends, then you kind of feel like, you know, we are in a way in the same life stage. But if you have achieved something that I have not, it kind of makes you doubt yourself like, oh, did I do something wrong along the way? Did I choose the wrong path? Because aren't we like supposed to be like, you know, the same?
Yeah. And not just your friends, actually nowadays you see more and more like influencers getting richer. Maybe they're 18 years old, they buy their first Rolex, that kind of thing, you know. Then us at our age like, where's my Rolex? I want my Rolex also.
Do you have any crisis with you?
I feel like I haven't gone through a full-blown crisis yet. Like, you know, when people like, wow, I cannot tahan, I quit my job, I go here, go there. I haven't gone through that yet.
But you've thought about it, what?
Correct. I have thought about it. But I think it's very common for people our age nowadays to keep thinking like, oh, should I quit my job? Should I leave my job for something else? Should I do something else in my life, you know?
I think this is the right age to think of it also lah. If we reach the 40s, 50s and then we start thinking of it, then that is the real midlife crisis. That one will be a bit scary really.
Okay, so then what do you think are some stereotypical things that people do when they go through a quarter-life/midlife crisis?
I think it's like when you're in the state of mind, you really want to kind of just like jump into something new. That's why people like go like overseas, suddenly like stay there for like, a few months, that kind of thing. Totally immerse yourself in a new environment, in a way bring out or rediscover a new side of yourself, or push yourself out of your comfort zone, like, you know, run marathon or whatever.
Oh my god, yes. The high rocks.
Yeah, it's like to bring your mind and self to places it's never been.
So what do y'all think is the most midlife crisis thing that y'all have done so far?
There was this period of time, right, where I was struggling a lot. The one thing I did was like, I started to go out on like a lot of night walks. Every night I would go out for like 1-2 hours. Then I was just like walk, and then like really sit with all my thoughts and really try to internalize. I'm not sure if that was what helped lah, but eventually I stopped going out because I feel like I got out of the rut lah.
So what were your thoughts during all these night walks?
I would also like bring a book with me everywhere.
Wow.
Career books, how to find your purpose, sort of firm up your resume and present yourself interview, that kind of thing lah.
Self-help books, ah?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if it helped or not. Then right.
Then you hold a matcha, then you hold performative.
Okay, no performative. I'm not the type to really like contact my friend kind. I don't really like talk to my friend. But on those walks, like, I suddenly like, wow, you know, dig deep. Then suddenly feel like, oh, I need some like human connection. Then I start to call up my friends, which I never did before. And then I start to ask about like life, how they're doing.
Wow, okay, I think that one very midlife crisis lah, bro.
It was, I would say, pretty out of character for me. But it helped lah, all these things, yeah, definitely helped.
If my friends call me in the middle of the night, 2 a.m., what's the meaning of life?
Like just, hey bro, how you coping, right? You know, have you been going through anything like tough, right? How are you? You know, this kind of thing.
I call police, I call police, I say, hey, my friend going through some shit, right? I be scared he do something 做傻事.
For me, there was a very big period in my life, right, when I really wanted to move out of my parents' house. I think maybe just a year ago lah. I was like, wow, I really want to move out because I see all these people on my feed. They're like, wow, 24 and I just bought my first house lah. Then all the influencers like, wow, moving out lah. Then I was like, I really want to like do my own thing. I really want to move out. I want to like break my comfort zone, that kind of thing. But I mean, I didn't go that far to actually move out lah. The most furthest I went is just like open property guru and go and search some places, wish list them, you know.
Wish list, then you're hoping you strike Toto.
Yeah, then I see the rental price, never mind lah, I just stay at home lah.
From what you're saying, it's just like, why are the things like we want feel so out of reach? Like, feel like, wow. I mean, are they it's not like it's unreasonable, right?
It's actually
the ask you want. Yeah, right.
A lot of time we are just a bit too lazy lah. Huh? We don't want to go and work for it, you know. Because I think we still have the freedom to enjoy our individual life. Yeah, we don't have to like give in to like a family or that kind of thing. We are privileged enough to enjoy our life as its own. Yeah, but I guess when you are tied down, right, that's when you realize, right, well, I don't have a life of my own anymore. You do something that you don't want, then that's the most shag part, bro. How do you know when it's time to pivot in your life? Like in terms of lifestyle, relationship, career?
I think like personally, I'm also someone that I recently discovered this about myself, that I like need to be challenged. Like, I need to constantly do something that challenges me, because when I'm in an environment where unfamiliar at first, then it feels like, oh, I'm learning something, I'm growing. But then once I get it down and it feels like second nature, then it feels like, I'm not growing anymore. Then like you get like bored, you get like unfulfilled. And then you just have the itch to, want to learn and grow more. And I think that will just drive you somewhere to pursue something, try something new. It's a bit like toxic, because a lot of times, right, we are in our day-to-day, we try our best to avoid stress. Like we want to get things out of the way so that we're not stressed by it. But then what I'm saying is that sometimes there's the innate urge to want to be stressed out.
Right? Sometimes you need the stress.
So is from this stress, it will help you pivot your life?
In a way, especially like our generation, like constantly seeking new stimulus, like want to be like excited and like want to see something new, do something new.
I think low-key is a bit toxic though. Sometimes it can get a bit toxic because then we can't really like stay in one place, you know.
Correct.
Sometimes I wonder like, oh, how my parents work the same job for the past like 30 years, you know. When like I'm in a job and I'm like 2 years later, I feel like I want to go already, you know.
I feel like pivoting in life most of the time is when something happens, right? Then you start to pivot. Let's say in school, okay, you feel so bad, you remodule. And that's the point where you pivot in your life. You're like, no, I need to make a change. I need to do something with my life. I mean, that's for me lah, because I didn't know my module. And then I go home, I stare at the scene. What am I doing in my life?
Yeah, but because you had the stress of the remodule, that's why it made you pivot your life. You know?
Yeah, 人就是这样的. I think you need to have something happen. If not, nothing will change one, you know. Yeah, I guess it's human. We all learn from our mistakes.
I mean, I'm still the advocate that, your heart will tell you got the itchy feeling that need to try something new. Like your heart will drive you somewhere.
Correct. I feel sometimes when you're stagnant in a place for too long, right, you will have the urge to leave one. So are you guys going through any of these pivots in life currently, or have you all gone through them before?
So I was actually like a science stream student. Then all the way to JC, I thought I would want to pursue like a biology because I was interested and I did like not bad lah. Halfway through J1, I suddenly felt like, maybe I should take a bit deeper. Then I realized like media was one of my interests. Then my year 2, I dropped my chemistry. I dropped my chemistry. Then I decided to like full on study comms. That's what I did in uni. Then when I finished uni, then I'm like, I don't really want to work in the industry.
Wow.
I really wanted to make content creation and acting work. Okay. So currently that's what I'm doing lah. But even at this juncture, I find it hard to see like the road ahead, whether there even is a proper road ahead. And even at this juncture, I'm still considering the other options. And the dilemma actually, is it time to switch again and like do something that's more stable?
So you're waiting for your next pivot lah. You're just not sure if you'll pivot out of the media.
No lah, that's why I like hope the bridge will continue building lah, but and still like analyzing everything.
Have you ever had this fear that you have wasted years, or you have the fear of starting over, or you never meet your family's expectations, that kind of thing?
I think deep down, got of it. Cause from when I was a child to now, like my family really did everything they could to let me focus on my education and like do everything. I mean, really my whole responsibility was just to study and like do well in school. Then I think I did that. I did manage to live up to the expectation of completing my education and doing well in school. But then now that I'm out of it, it's like, wow, I cannot even show to them that like, wow, I can land a job. Then obviously I feel a bit like disappointed lah. Like you really paved the way for me.
But the result didn't show.
Yeah, but the result like, oh my god, I sent out hundreds of applications, 一个都没有. Then I mean I know that they don't feel disappointed lah, but I still do a bit like, how come at the end of the line like, how come got no finale? How come got no like past the finish line but it's a clip that I fall down?
Aiyo, shit.
Hey, that's a bit sad, bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
And like the other point about whether like they are wasted years, not gonna lie lah, like there are parts in my life where I didn't see like in a way the material benefit of it lah. Like it didn't lead to anything like material, but I truly believe that the experiences and memories I have them, that one is invaluable one lah, you know, like going through all that, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's character development.
Yeah, exactly. Like made me who I am today, ma.
But does your family pressure you about this or not?
Actually not at all. Like even though like my parents see me like pretty much like at home all day, like, make video in my room.
They like, oh,
What the heck this guy doing all day?
Imagine they walk in, then you wearing the 真正 outfit.
No, like yeah, like in the beginning I was like so like shy, you know, like I would like, nobody at home, then I like wow. Now I just walk out, and it's like,
Will you walk out with the wig?
yeah, the wig, everything like, where's my dress?
Wow!
If I was your mom, I'd be like,
I don't like tell them or like show it very obviously, but I think they know that I'm trying my best to find my path lah. That I'm not just like bumming around, like doing what I can lah.
Yeah, like you show them your TikTok. Hey, see, I got a lot of followers.
At least they're supportive lah. That's really good.
Yeah. Very good. I don't think they understand, but they support lah. So that's good.
So what do you think is harder in life? Finding your path or sticking to the path that you have already chosen?
I would say sticking to it, but like primarily because in like today's environment, right, we see people like being successful so fast, and then like I think when you don't hit your own goals and your expectations, then you feel like, oh, this is not for me. It's not my path. I think I want to try a new path. Just because you don't get there as fast as you want to, or when you do something, no matter what you do, there will be parts of it that you do enjoy. But then some of us might hit those roadblocks and think like, maybe this is not my passion, this is not what I enjoy, then I switch again. So I think it's really that tenacity to stay the path despite the hardship, despite the doubts. It's very easy to find something that like, oh, I enjoy it, fun, interesting, I think I could do that. But to put in the hard work for like years, that's the hard part, yeah.
Wow, I might be a little bit different from you. I find it easier to stick to a path. Because I feel like it's in my comfort zone. When you get used to like a certain path, right, like, oh, this is my comfort zone, I don't want to get out of it. But then in my mind, I keep thinking like, wow, what if I try this something new? What if I try this is something that I eventually like, or something that I want? I'm sticking to this path, right, that I actually don't really want. Yeah, but I fear stepping out of my comfort zone, trying something new, then what if it doesn't work out, that kind of thing. So I guess maybe it's harder for me to
Find a path.
find a better path.
Okay, so have you guys ever chosen a path, right, just because you're FOMO?
Definitely, bro. For me, definitely, bro. I'll give you one example is during poly. Okay, so I chose engineering, right? But I didn't really want engineering. A lot of my good friends are, at least 90% of them, right? They are going to Ngee-Ann. Then I, wow, I also want to go here. So I FOMO. Then I was like, whatever, I just pick the course that I can go. Engineering, go. So I end up traveling for 1.5 hours all the way to Clementi for 3 years. Did it have a character development on me? Yes. But did I kind of regret it? Yeah.
It's hard to think of it because I feel that even if I did end up FOMOing something, I can't remember, cannot think of an experience that like, I regret. So maybe it started off for FOMO, but then I psycho myself to it's my own decision. It's for me anyways.
Self-gaslighting.
Yeah, maybe I gaslight myself like, it's my own thoughts.
What?
Then right, is turning 30 in a few more years' time scary for you guys?
Oh my god.
Not gonna lie, it is scary because I have an existential crisis. I'll be thinking like, wow, I might die soon. Like every year I'm older, right, is 1 year closer to my death date.
Wow.
Then I'm like, FML, I need to back out of my life.
I think definitely it changes things a lot if you like someone that plans for family. Because I think when I answered the question earlier, it was like, oh, how will I be as a person in 30? Then like, okay lah, it's just me and my goals, ma. But then if you ask me like, how will I be as a partner or like a family man in 30 years? Then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so not ready and unprepared in so many ways. Like, oh no.
You're cooked. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
You're cooked.
Cook until wow, how die.
But this one not cooked, bro. This one is raw. Raw. You know girlfriend before this is raw.
It's raw.
Shit.
I mean, life doesn't end when you're 30, right?
Correct.
Yeah, of course, you see.
This is the main point, is that life doesn't end when you hit 30.
I feel like last time, right, in your 20s, right, people expect you to get pregnant, have kids, they can't get married and all. Now it's like, the world is changing so much that they are okay with settling down later and later in life. So like by 30, or not even at all. So not much of a pressure really. It's like at 30 years old, you still haven't settled down. It's like, okay lah, slowly lah, still okay, still got time. Okay, so now time for a mini game of crisis or just vibes, sis. So our producer will read us different scenarios and we'll have to figure out whether it is a midlife crisis or it is harmless fun. If it is crisis, right, we do this. If it's vibes, we do this. Okay, let's go PD.
Okay, first scenario, quitting your 9 to 5 job to become a full-time content creator.
Wow. I think attack.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Bye. Oh shit!
Whoa.
Why the content creator say it's not vibes?
He regret, bro.
Crisis ah.
Bro, like, it's like changing your entire life trajectory. I mean, that's such a huge shift. You know, like giving up a career and going into something that you don't know if your income every month is stable and whatnot. And like, the biggest thing about taking such a path is that if you ever want to switch back, wow, you know, the job market is bad. And then you have to explain what were you doing in the gap. Then why got this gap? Oh, I'm making videos.
I think age will be a factor. Yeah. I think if our age now, vibes But if you're a bit later in life, right, like 40 plus, or you've been working for a job for 10 years or you're 9 to 5 for 10 years, right, then suddenly you quit to go and start YouTube or do TikTok or do acting with Zhen Zhen. I think that one, it's quite pricey.
Next one, backpacking across Europe in hopes to find yourself.
Oh, okay.
Find yourself.
3, 2, 1. Explain.
What's that word they call that? You know, you go overseas, they start with S on.
Solo.
Wow.
Stupid.
No, like you take a break from work, then you like
Sabbatical.
sabbatical. Correct. Yeah, isn't that like taking a sabbatical? It's like a long extended holiday lah. Go there, reflect a bit. You know, why do you think it's a crisis?
I think like to find yourself is quite a crisis lah. It's probably you are lost in your life. That's why you want to go and do backpacking and go and find yourself, you know?
It's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do with life. I need to go to Europe, then I know what to do with life. But does it work that way?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I think you're really going through crisis.
Oh, different. Oh, yeah.
You see next month later he backpack to Europe already.
Yeah, content.
Okay, next.
Spending your entire paycheck on Taylor Swift tickets.
Wow, this one a bit biased lah.
Tough, eh?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Vibes!
This is a bit. Bro, your entire paycheck.
Sorry, biased.
Damn.
I mean, if you have other savings, right, and then you like spend this 1 month of, I don't know, 3K or something, you fly to Europe, you can meet her or what, I think vibes, bro. I would do it if I could.
I think that one too extreme.
It's because you're not a fan girl, so you don't know.
Cannot lah, that's just like totally financially irresponsible, you know, like that's when you're not going through anything, you probably will hesitate a bit. Only when you're in a very particular state of mind, then you're like, faster, give it to me.
I think if you spend your entire savings, right, then okay, that one is really crisis, bro. That one you need help lah.
Okay, next one. Picking up a new hobby and dropping them for something new each week.
3, 2, 1. Crisis. What the fuck? Why?
Damn.
I think this one does not harm your life. So
No, but it's because you're going through crisis. That's why you keep jump.
I feel like you don't have to go through a crisis to keep. This week I play pickleball, next week I play soccer, the following week I play football.
I mean, yeah, that's just the perspective that like nowadays hobbies aren't that big of a, so like, oh, I need to protect 1 day a week to do something that I really love. But it's just like, oh, anything that's interesting, get your mind off things, just try something new.
Maybe to her, like she has never ever do all these kind of hobbies before, right?
Yeah, then you suddenly, wow, you see me next week suddenly go gym lah. Then the following week suddenly I go and dragon boat lah.
Oh, yes. You know, the other day, right, she told me that she went for a run. I thought she going through something.
Technically, I was going through something. That's why I suddenly went for a run. It's very midlife crisis things.
Wow, I lost it. The moment she suddenly told me, I was on MRT with her, she suddenly told me that, how long should I run today? Then I run. Then I asked her, when's the last time you run? She said, last year. Last year plus.
Next one. Dyeing your hair the colors of a rainbow.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Actually, no. You know what? I changed my answer. This one. But no one in the same mind, out of nowhere.
Right.
Out of nowhere.
Rainbow.
Yeah, rainbow is.
I feel like if someone was to do that, right, like deep down they don't even want to do it themselves, but it's just like,
I just need something new.
Yeah, I suddenly picture like a person with a rainbow, right? A rainbow hair, looks like a clown, an afro rainbow. Then I say, no, this is a crisis, bro. I will ask if everything is okay.
For real.
Next. Quitting your job and moving to Bali to live, laugh, love.
One example there.
That's what I would do. 3, 2, 1.
Crisis. You quit your job and move to Bali to live, laugh, love. That means you're not going there to work. Where your income flow gonna come in? How are you gonna actually live, laugh, love over there? That's what I feel. And you quit your job.
You know, that's like totally uproot your life,
Just like this life, bro. I live whatever I want, however I want to.
Yeah, I feel like vibes what.
Eh, vibes, bro.
Like just for fun what, you can do that.
But she can, she can.
I never yet, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Just the thoughts, just the thoughts. Now still vibes. 等到我 crisis 的时候我再去 ，OK?
Oh my god.
Okay, next.
Next, doing an MBTI test and changing your whole identity based on the results.
Oh man, that's a bit like
笑啊 not even crisis is 笑而已啊
Xiao sis.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Crisis bro.
you changed your whole nature, bro.
I think cannot take all this like personality quiz too seriously lah. If not you will get too hung up on it one. Next.
Okay, last one. Going back to school to fix career doubts.
Going back to school means you are not 20 plus.
Means you work, then after that you suddenly like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, you're probably 40 plus. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, why vibes?
Why? It's because if you are going back to school to fix your career doubts, you sound like a person with a plan. You know,
Okay.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I wanted to say.
Yeah, you take the steps required to get there. There, you don't sound like someone in a crisis.
I would say it's about the intention. Yeah, like what you say is right. If you know that after going to school, right, you will become a reformed person. Your career will bloom definitely. And you know that's what you want in life, right? Then go for it. I think that's not a crisis. But if it's because you are in a crisis, right, then you quit your job, then you go back to school because you don't know what the hell you want. Quitting your job and go back to school because you want to find yourself. No different from you go Europe to find yourself. Lastly, what is one piece of advice you will give to people who are going through a midlife crisis and they want to fix it?
Wow. I think it's really about having hope. Like whatever you're going through, have to believe that somewhere in the future things will change and like brighten out again. And then really try to believe and internalize that every single thing that has led to today, like none of it is like wasted. Like not a single bit is like worthless. It's really hard to see the end lah, but believe that one day the end will come.
The end will come.
Not the end, not this kind of end.
Bro, you already like...
The end of the night, the sun will rise again.
I think a very big point is also don't let social media influence you too much. Yeah, because like when you see people around you doing better than you are or like at a different path than you, right? Don't feel like you are missing out or feel like you are supposed to be on the path that they are on. Have to build your own path lah, guys.
And that's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you Jie Hao for joining us in our yapping session. Do let us know in the comment section below what other topics you want us to yap about and who you want us to invite back into our Yapper Show.
And guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!
Bye!